everyone.
What's up guys, unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have a new update, a bit of a speculation and rumor floating around for Spider-Man 4 within the MCU of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Of course, we're gonna go ahead and hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Marvel-related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel, so if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a read from CBR.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below, as well as an overall garnering source for you guys to check out there as well. Spider-Man 4 is officially happening at Marvel Studios, marking the beginning of a brand new day and chapter for Tom Holland's wall-crawling superhero. Spider-Man has become a staple of the Marvel Cinematic Universe at this point, as one of the most popular superheroes in the post-Endgame era of the franchise. Audiences will know very little about the upcoming sequel so far, which is rumored to be beginning its production very soon actually, by the end of this year. However, various leaks and other rumors floating around about Spider-Man 4 already have fans buzzing about its potential story and how it might affect Peter Parker's character moving forward, setting things up almost for what we're going to see in the foreseeable future with his overall character. There's no shortage of rumors about Spider-Man 4's overall plot. Of course, fans are going crazy and quite berserk on what this actual movie is going to be about, from the idea that it will feature another massive multiversal story like No Way Home, to other indications and even theories of that Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin will be the main antagonist throughout this film, or even both of those are huge possibilities. Marvel Studios has yet to confirm any other details about the upcoming project, including even its director or an actual release date. Currently, the only thing known about this film is that Tom Holland is expected, of course, to take on and reprise his role as Peter Parker and Spider-Man, so Zendaya is also said to be coming back as MJ. However, one supposed insider and leaker account has suggested that one of these identities will be far less important in Spider-Man 4 and throughout. If this report does prove true, it would be going quite a long way to repairing a mistake that the MCU has kind of made with this character of Spider-Man from the get-go and from the very beginning. In other words, saying that Spider-Man 4 is supposed to feature more of a Peter Parker or more of Spider-Man, there's not really going to be much of a balance, and that they would much rather want to focus on either or of those characters throughout this specific movie. More specifically though, the latest rumor suggests that Peter Parker will take more of a backseat to Spider-Man in the upcoming MCU film, and that Spider-Man 4 is going to focus more on the character of just Spider-Man rather than Peter Parker. The report actually also goes on to claim that while Peter Parker will obviously of course still appear throughout this film, the movie itself will lend much greater precedence to Spider-Man as an overall main character. The insider, Alex Perez, has claimed that Peter Parker is really no more after the events of Spider-Man No Way Home. This makes perfect sense though for this upcoming film, especially considering of where No Way Home had left off with its main character. The final film in Tom Holland's first MCU trilogy, No Way Home, had ended with the memory of Peter Parker being erased from existence, leaving him to start anew without any of his friends or family. And with his personal life entirely kind of just erased and, well, gone at this point, it makes perfect sense that Peter Parker would begin to give more and more of his alter ego, of whom the world still remembers all so well. It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense at the same time. Like, honestly, my own thoughts and opinions, and I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking in the comments down below. It's something that could really go either or in which way. You'd maybe anticipate, like, for them to spend more time on the character of Peter Parker throughout this movie and kind of just showcasing him kind of rebuilding his life, if for anything. But then again, that can be kind of boring, if I'm also being honest, and that's something that would much rather be, covered maybe in a comic book or in a show or something like that instead. So having the character of Spider-Man be the main focus in Spider-Man 4 honestly makes all the more sense, and telling the story from that point of view as well, I think it's going to be incredibly unique. The start of the MCU's next Spider-Man trilogy may see Peter Parker playing less and less of a role, while Spider-Man continues to reprise his prominence within this given universe. With little else in his life, Peter's true self only really exists when he is Spider-Man. His selfless sacrifice at the end of No Way Home made living a double life impossible, forcing him to fully embrace his superhero identity. It's really one or the other, and this is something I feel that's always a common trend or a common kind of story arc throughout any given Spider-Man story, throughout comic books, shows, and the other movie variants of the character Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Mans, is choosing Peter Parker versus Spider-Man. Peter Parker even gave up his opportunity to try and reconnect with MJ after Doctor Strange's spell had erased her memory of him, believing that she would be safer and really happier if he wasn't in her life. Peter Parker makes his choice at the end of No Way Home, killing his civilian identity and fully embracing his superhero self. So I think also, in not necessarily a strange way, but in a unique way, if for anything, we're going to see Spider-Man reestablish himself within the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Spider-Man 4 as more of a larger character and a larger hero moving forward, especially as we're moving towards the events of the next Avengers movies, Avengers Kang Dynasty, or just Avengers 5, as it's going and reworking some storytelling details, of course, and some name changes, I think, as we all know, and then also Avengers Secret Wars. As heartbreaking as this Spider-Man news is for Peter Parker, this is a terrific sign for the MCU overall. Tom Holland's version of the web-slinging superhero has been immensely popular, but his MCU films have been especially focused on his Peter Parker identity over his Spider-Man persona throughout his first trilogy, really the Homecoming trilogy, if you will. And while this is still filled with epic Spider-Man action, of course, throughout, mostly revolves around Peter Parker and his personal life throughout. As a result, the Spider-Man side of his character is really less developed throughout than it should have been after 6 appearances in the MCU and his own 3 solo movies. Audiences have still seen precious little of what Tom Holland's Spider-Man is really kind of like, from his crime-fighting career in New York to his various bouts with the criminal underworld and to fighting Avengers-level threats such as Thanos. Shifting the story of Spider-Man 4 to focus more on the hero than Peter Parker can finally kind of reverse this overall trend, fleshing out Spider-Man as more of a character. The upcoming film, Spider-Man 4, should be set entirely in New York City, returning the hero to his classic roots, where he can spend time fighting street-level crime and reestablish his reputation as a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. While Peter Parker's life can and should still be a part of the story, though, focusing on more of Spider-Man's crime-fighting career is undoubtedly the best move for Spider-Man 4 moving forward. And so, this here all being said, guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official MCU. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Peace out.